to December. Average number of fires in 2018, 2019, 2020 from June to December. Is this outside the standard deviation? Stated causes of fires? Heat? Question mark. Average temperatures of California per year last 20, June to December. Outside of standard deviation. Power lines? Source? Question mark. What changed? Brush have been severely cut. What other cuts have impacted fire prevention and safety? And then there's this link. This is the California Professional Firefighter site, and it says, budget cuts sacrifice firefighter and public safety. This post has since been deleted since Q shared the link. They've deleted it, and I had to recover it using Wayback Machine, just to let you know. Going. Here's a Q drop from September 11th. They shared this KUTV news post. Arson. Right now, there are 14 confirmed fire spots, all started between 1 and 5 a.m. Saturday morning. These were intentionally set fires, not caused by dragging chains, abandoned campfires, etc. U.S. Forest Service. Then Q shares this Facebook post from a woman named Kat Cast. She says, some of you still think we're not being under attack. I found this individual walking in my property as I was driving in. All he had were some matches in his hand. Walked him out of my property at gunpoint, and then when we got to some asphalt ground on the main road, made him lay down while the cops arrived. Had my husband been there, he would have been dead. He has got multiple warrants, one of them being assaulting a police officer. From Justin Weaver, he says, never in my life did I think I would witness a domestic terrorism attack, especially right behind my house. We heard fireworks, walked out and saw a giant flash, and then a whole house engulfed in flames. A random car firebombed it on Jennings, and I pray the family got out. Trying to keep my wife and daughter calm while quickly loading what we could to escape was hard. Watching suspicious cars full of people slowly drive up and down the street while trying to load, hoping nothing is thrown at us, is terrifying. I hope no one has to go through this, and whoever's doing this, just stop. Do you really want to murder innocent families? Everyone keep your head on a swivel. Watch your street, neighbors, and most importantly, protect your family and everyone you can. Here's a video of fires in the forest.
But here's the video.
Oh shit, yeah, you were right up in it.
Yep. Now, watch up here.
You see somebody? Oh, there are people.
See that person?
Yes, I did.
Yep, so I decided to screenshot it. That's a person right there with like a torch or a aerosol can or something in their hands. And then, yeah, so right here, there you go, there's a better picture.
Oh,
black
yeah.
Hood, black hoodie, black pants, gas can, torch.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then by Portland Division, they say reports that extremists are setting wildfires in Oregon are untrue. Help us stop the spread of misinformation by only sharing information from trusted official sources. And then Q does exactly that and shares 5 links to news articles where they talk about these arrests for arson. And then, of course, in the days after, we get this much longer list from Q. So let's dive in and see who some of these scumbags are and what they did. Let's start with this one. Man armed with machete accused of setting 6 wildfires, and this is in Glide, Oregon. At about midnight, deputies learned the Douglas Forest Protective Association had responded to a report of a fire. They arrived and identified the man as Jedediah Fulton, 39 years old. He was still armed at the time, but he was eventually taken into custody. Apparently, the man wanted firefighters to give him a ride into Glide, threatening to start more fires if they didn't. Here's one from August 13th. Man accused of lighting 6 fires in and around Ukiah yesterday, arrested this morning. His name was Alberto Vincent Acosta and is being charged with arson of structures, forest land, and arson during a state of emergency. Here's another one from August 13th. Man accused of intentionally starting fire in woods near Tahoe City. Firefighters arrived quickly and managed to put the fire out before it could spread. Investigators later determined that the fire had been intentionally set by this guy, Kevin Carl. Here's one from August 19th. Monterey County deputies arrest arson suspect in 2,500-acre Big Sur fire. Ivan Geronimo Gomez, age 30, faces charges of arson on forest land, throwing something at a vehicle, and illegally growing marijuana, according to Monterey County Jail's website. His bail is set at $2 million. August 26, we have an arsonist arrested in Pablo, Montana by the name of Julian Draper, a 33-year-old male. So he's arrested and charged with arson in that incident for the wooded area. And then on September 6, he barricades himself in the People's Center in Pablo. It's this museum and education center. And he sets the thing on fire and kills himself. Here's one from September 11th. Woman accused of intentionally starting fires on Highway 101. The suspect, identified as 37-year-old Anita Esquivel, is booked into the Monterey County Jail. August 20th, we have arson arrest made after brush fire burns hillside in East Santa Paula. Here's an article from September 9th. Man seen starting fires at Oregon State Park, fire chief says. Chief Peterson said a middle-aged man with arm tattoos was seen lighting 2 fires in the bushes as he turned towards the dam. He asked the public to be on the lookout for a man with a black German Shepherd driving a green Ford or Chevy SUV. September 2nd, man arrested on arson allegation in wildfire west of Eugene, deputies say. Elias Newton Pendergrass is accused of first-degree arson in the Sweet Creek Milepost 2 fire, which covers 382 acres near the community of Mapleton. September 8th, arson suspect arrested after allegedly starting multiple fires in Spokane on Monday. Police detained 36-year-old Christine Camello. She was booked for second-degree arson, first-degree arson, and burglary. September 13th, man arrested for starting at least 7 brush fires along I-205. Domingo Lopez Jr. was arrested Sunday afternoon for allegedly starting 1 fire. He was released and arrested again hours later after police said he started 6 more. August 19th, very dangerous. Police and FBI investigate power poles cut with chainsaw in Snohomish County. Several power poles in Snohomish County have been vandalized with a chainsaw. Now local authorities and FBI are searching for a suspect and motive.
And this is not specific to an area, but all over the county, both outlying and even closer into town of people of extremist groups staging gas cans for later destruction. And equally concerning is there are reports of people from other extremist groups. It's not confirmed Antifa, but suspected Antifa. This is more specific to the Estacada area. Reports and sightings of people armed with chainsaws. And the goal was to fall telephone poles in hopes of starting further fires.
August 30th, Sonoma County deputies arrest alleged arsonist who admitted having a bad day. Wesley James Bergman, 37 years old, was arrested for arson and causing a fire to forest land and is being held at the Sonoma County Jail with bail set at $40,000. September 9th, human-caused Bratton fire grows 1,700 acres overnight. Now, this one doesn't say anything about any arrests being made or anything. Here's another from September 9th. Man arrested for arson in Sonora. Sonora police are crediting the witness for possibly helping to prevent a catastrophic wildfire. Once on the scene, officers were directed to 30-year-old Jesse Peterson. After questioning, he was subsequently arrested for arson during a state of emergency, which is a felony, and his bail was set to $50,000. September 9th, man arrested for setting fire in median of SR 167 in Puyallup. And then there was this Black Lives Matter Antifa activist who live streamed his whole arrest after he set a fire in Washington State.
I'm out here in 167 right now. Looks like a fire literally just started. I just rolled up on it, and right now it looks like it's going crazy. I'm here with the police. They're talking to me about it because I just called it in, and that's when they see me pulling off. So that's the fire we got going on right now. This is freaking crazy, guys. Holy shit, it's going across the road.
Officers also found the man was carrying a 7-inch knife in his backpack and had a box of ammunition, an assault rifle, a shotgun, and a box of large fireworks in his car, police said. September 10th, fires burning near Lincoln City scorched 2,400 acres. The State Office of Emergency Management reported the fire was caused by human activity, as opposed to lightning or other natural ignition sources. September 10th, man arrested for setting fire near SR 512. According to State Patrol, someone called 911 to report a pedestrian was attempting to start a fire with matches in that area. The man was arrested after a short foot chase and will be booked into Pierce County Jail. September 11th, suspect arrested for arson during Almeda fire. Michael Bacala, 41, is facing 2 counts of first-degree arson for allegedly starting a fire Tuesday in Phoenix that burned down several homes. September 11th, Springfield man accused of starting small brush fire in Dexter, Oregon. September 9th, Gifford Pinchot fire blows smoke through Cowlitz County. Washington Department of Natural Resources spokesperson Thomas Kyle Millward said firefighters suspect the fire was human-caused, though it is still under investigation. September 10th, men accused of looting homes in Santiam Canyon wildfire zone arrested after wild chase. September 10th, Junction City man arrested for lighting firework. Officials responded to the area just north of Junction City for a report of illegal fireworks on Wednesday night. The investigation revealed that the subject who ignited the firework left the area on a motorcycle prior to the police arriving on scene, but he was immediately found at a nearby store. September 10th, officials seeking person who sparked area wildfire that destroyed fire engine. And that one burned for, I think, 19 acres. We know this fire was human-caused. While we were very fortunate that no lives or homes were lost, this was still a costly and unnecessary wildfire. September 7th, police arrest 55-year-old transient man suspected in string of arson fires in Novato. John Davies allegedly set fire to a tree in the 1500 block of South Novato and later started a fire on Diablo Ave and Novato Boulevard. September 10th, arson investigation underway where human remains were found at Almeda Fire in Ashland. This fire spread across more than 3,000 acres and destroyed over 600 homes. Here's another one from September 10th. This one burned approximately 24 acres in Tacoma and appears to have started in a homeless encampment. Here we have a post from the Instagram user Ant with the Cuts. He says, heading back out to Clack and Estacada to set some fires. Woot woot. And one of his buddies says, gas cans. Nice. So that's his private account where he admits to starting these fires. And then he also has this public account, Antidote 503, where he claims that him and his buddies in Antifa are the ones fighting these forest fires. Complete bullshit. You can check out QAnon.pub for more info about this dirtbag and his friends who are actually starting the fires that they claim to be fighting. And yet you have FBI Portland still saying that none of these fires in Oregon were started by arson. Here's an article from Newsweek from 3 days ago. Oregon fire map update as nearly 1 million acres burned and 6 accused of arson. At least 6. As always, thanks for watching. Stay vigilant. If you see something, say something.
I don't know what else to but Scott has, as you guys know, has been up on the fire, the Will Hoyt fire, on a bulldozer for the last 36 hours or something, and he was driving from up on the hill, and he came down the hill and in Markham turned right, and there's a hayfield right across the street from our driveway, and he noticed 2 guys in gas masks out there, and they're trying to set the freaking field on fire, the hay bale on fire, the big bale. So he pulls off to the side of the road and gets out of the truck, and the guys run and get in their car and are headed towards Silverton. Scott has been on the dozer. He has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know that this has been happening. I know there was a sighting of 2 guys in gas masks last night up on Sawtell trying to start a fire, which somebody then said was false, and somewhere else as well. So I'm here to tell you that is actually happening. Scott watched them trying to start a fire.
And I don't want to sound like some doomsdayer,
right,
but it's getting serious. And we need the public's help on this.
There's people that are not going to leave their homes. And if this happens, if they start igniting more fires, people are going to die.